Hello, sixth graders, and welcome to our Wednesday lesson, Lesson 10, Pilgrimage Sites. Today, we're just going to focus on the Islamic pilgrimage site, but we will come back to look at the other pilgrimage sites next week or maybe the week after. So, what to be prepared for today's lesson, you'll have this video open, and you'll also have your guided notes open, and you'll see that, like usual, they're divided by slide, and we're going to begin. So, I'm going to ask you a question and I want you to respond in your guided notes. Think of a sacred place that is important to you or your family. What is it? What is the significance of this place and where is it? When we talk about the word sacred, it means devoted to or dedicated to a religious purpose, but you might also you could also consider a place that's just very, very important to your family if you don't have a site that is of a religious purpose. So turn to your guided notes on slide 2. It had the questions right there, and then it says, write your answer here, because some people were not answering the question. So I'm even telling you that you're supposed to write an answer right there. And we'll be back on slide 3. So today we're going to focus on holy sites and then pilgrimage to those holy sites. And we're going to define those words. I'm just trying to move little Elena somewhere else because I didn't plan this lesson as well. And okay, there we go. So talking about holy sites. In addition to specific places of worship like a church or a temple or mosque, some religions have holy sites. When a person visits one of these holy sites, it's called a pilgrimage. So a holy site is a place that's really significant to a religion. A pilgrimage is a journey to a holy place or a holy site, and a pilgrim is someone who travels to a holy place. Think about the word pilgrim. In what context have you heard the word pilgrim before? Respond in your guided notes. You'll see that on slide 3, it says, where have you heard the word pilgrim before? Write your answer here. Write your answer there, and I'll meet you back in slide 4. Here we are, guys, at slide 4. So I'm going to read this very short excerpt, but just a couple of sentences. I want you to think about the last line where it says the journey is just as important as the destination. So I'm going to read it. Think about what that line might mean. Since early times, making a pilgrimage has been an important practice in many of the world's major religions. The principal reasons, or the most important reasons, for making a pilgrimage are similar. To take time out of life for a devotional journey to a holy place. Whether you are Muslim, Buddhist, Christian, or Hindu, the pilgrimage represents a deep form of worship, one in which the journey itself is just as important as the destination. So you probably have heard that phrase before, actually. People say that. It's almost like a cliche. When you go into your guided notes, there's no right or wrong answers here. I want you to think about, to you, what is the interpretation of that line? The journey is just as important as the destination mean. Write what you think it means right here. And I'll meet you back in slide 5. Welcome to slide 5. So slide 5 is going to actually ask you to come out of the video and do some work. So I'm going to explain it, and then you're going to pause the video and do the work that I'm asking you to do. So you're going to open the Mecca Pilgrimage Center document on the classroom assignment. Then you're going to look at the picture there, but there's also a link. You're going to go to the link and read the letter, and then as you're doing that, you're going to fill out the guided notes section, and I have a picture of what the guided notes section looks right here. We're thinking about the specific pilgrimage to Mecca, and we're looking for the answers to 4 questions. Why do people go here? Why is it considered a holy place? What obstacles might someone face on this pilgrimage? So what might be hard about making this pilgrimage? What would someone do on this pilgrimage? What actions would they take? And what does someone hope to gain from this pilgrimage, or why do they do it? What do they want to get out of it? So let me show you how you can find these documents on the Google assignment. 1 second. All right, guys. So you see here on the Google Classroom assignment, there is this link to the Mecca Pilgrimage Center. And then there's also this link to a Malcolm X letter from Mecca. And I'm not sure if you guys are familiar who Malcolm X is. He was a civil rights activist, but he wrote this letter about a pilgrimage to Mecca. So we're going to be reading his letter kind of as a primary source, even though it's not from the time of the beginning of Islam. So it's more of as someone who was a pilgrim. So what we're going to do is you're going to go to the Mecca Pilgrimage Center. And first, just look at the picture. And you could always come back and look at this picture again if you want. And it's a little side because that's the way it was in our lesson. But you can kind of turn your head and look. You'll see this is the Kaaba inside the Grand Mosque in Mecca. And then there's 2 vocabulary words that you're going to need to know before you do the reading. So prophet is someone who delivers a message that is believed to have come from God, someone who speaks to and from God. And Mutawaf is a member of the police force in Saudi Arabia, charged with enforcing Sharia law. And I think I mispronounced that, but I did my best. So then after you do that, you're going to go to this link. So you can click on it here, or it's also linked to the assignment. And you're going to do this reading. And you're going to read this letter. And then you're going to do your best using this resource and that picture to answer the part of your guided here. Why do people go here? Why is it considered holy? What obstacles might people face? What would someone do? And what do they hope to gain? You're going to do your best to answer these questions with that reading. Then you're going to come back to the video, and I'll see you on slide 6. All right, guys, so you did a great job today learning about pilgrimages and reading a primary source document and trying to make inferences about what you can learn about a pilgrimage to Mecca from that primary source. Might have felt a little hard. You might not even be able to fill out every section of that table, and that's okay as long as you tried. But I do want you all to try to do our summarizing wrap-up. Which is going to be in the guided notes. So you're going to fill out a sentence frame. So a sentence frame is where we give you some of the words and then you fill in the blanks. So you're going to write a pilgrimage is a kind of blank. And you're going to write in your own words what you think a pilgrimage is a kind of. And then you write that blank. So you're going to describe it. Pilgrimage is a type of something that does something. Then you're going to say blank is an example of a pilgrimage because you're going to explain how that thing you're saying is an example of a pilgrimage is a pilgrimage. Try your best with this. That'll be over here in the guided notes as well. And you'll see that you can kind of just click on where the fill in the blank is. I like to click it, make it blue, and then write over it. And then you can do that or anything that you want. But you're going to fill this in here. You're going to click the turn in button that I don't have over here, but you will. And then I'll see you on Friday. Have a great day.